Oh, Wawa, I love you. It's like 10 p.m. right now. It's like totally dark outside, obviously. I didn't feel like going to sleep. I said, why not listen to a little bit of Genesis? Can't go wrong with that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. My name is Justin. And today we are finally getting into it. My next full album listen for Genesis, Foxtrot. Foxtrot is their fourth studio album released in 1972. I'm really excited to get into this. Obviously, I really like Genesis. I've enjoyed everything that I've heard from them overall so far. If you are somehow new to this channel, you can go ahead and go back to my Trick of the Tail album listen, where I went through each song in the album, gave my thoughts, and then gave my final thoughts on the album there. And also, if you're enjoying this content, if you're happy to go along on the journey with me, because I'm very, very happy to have you guys with me. It's almost like you guys are holding my hand. Like I'm the new kid on the block and you're like, oh, well, this is the neighborhood. Let me show you around the city. Like you guys are taking me on tour of Genesis and I'm happy to be doing this with you guys. So thank you so much. If you do enjoy the videos, if you enjoy the Trick of the Tail videos, if you enjoyed any other videos on the channel, please help me out and share those videos. Share them with people you think might be interested as well, watching these videos and that kind of thing. Because all this really does help not only, keep me going and encouraging me, as I see you guys commenting. As the channel grows bigger, I want to start doing more, not only like listening to more music, but doing more stuff for you guys as well. But of course, I want to make the experience as best as possible for you as well. Share it, like the videos, subscribe if you want more, etc., etc. You guys know what to do. But I'm excited to do this. Forget about that. I haven't really read much about this album, but I'm also assuming that the rest of the album is not overshadowed by Supper Is Ready. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward, to be quite honest, I'm looking forward to the whole album more so than like just Supper Is Ready. I know that's like the grand climax. I know that's the finale that everybody's waiting for, but I'm really just interested to see what else, not only this album, but throughout their career, they're doing. What changed from this album going into Trick of the Tail, since that was later on? What do you guys enjoy about this album? Well, let's stick with the song first. Let's not get into the album because I haven't gone through it yet. But what do you guys like about this song? What do you not like about this song? I don't know. We'll see if our thoughts match up. I know that this is a different era for Genesis, so I have to take that into account. So thank you so much for watching. You guys can join me on Twitter. You guys can join me in the comments below. I hope that you join me in the comments below. You guys have actually been showing overwhelming support down in the comments, talking to me, sure, but really talking to each other, sharing your experiences with each other. I think that is absolutely perfect. I couldn't ask for anything better than that, to be quite honest with you. Hope that you guys are enjoying the community that we have here. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin this album listen with the first song, Watcher of the Skies by Genesis.
and unknown. Creatures shaped this planet soil. Now the rain has come to end. Has life again destroyed life? Do they play elsewhere? Do they know more than their childhood games? Maybe the lizard should tell. This is the end of man's long universe. Judge not this race by its remains. To judge God by creatures when they're dead. For now the lizard shed his tail. This is the end of man's long union with earth. From life alone to life as one. Think not now your journey's done. Even though your ship be sturdy, no mercy has the sea. When you survive on the ocean of being. Come ancient children, you want to say. This is my parting counsel for you anyway. Sadly now your thoughts turn to the stars. Where we have gone, you know you never can go. Watcher of the skies, watcher of all. This is your fate alone, this fate is your own.
Leave it to Genesis to open an album. Leave it to them. They'll take you. They'll take you where you need to be. Genesis will always get you where you need to be when it comes to their openers. Yeah, I like that a lot. I know that I'm comparing a future album with a past album, but I have to compare what I'm familiar with. So obviously with Trick of the Tail, Dance on a Volcano, here on Foxtrot, Watcher of the Skies, both very energetic openings. I love that a lot. This one had a slightly more atmospheric build-up, but once it got into it, man, the same energy that they had in Trick of the Tail is obviously shown here. And geez, when they broke into it, they just they just got right into it. Okay, I've always liked Phil Collins as a drummer, no doubt. This song really makes me like love him as a drummer. He has such like technicality, but also good drum feel in the song. He has such good just rhythmic playing the whole time, playing very hard when necessary, but very subtle as well. Just very proficient in what he does. Like, okay, this is very energetic, very heavy, right? Right. And then just, I love how it switches right into this. You know, that beat, it's nothing complicated or anything like that at all, but it's just the simple fact of how he does it, how clean it sounds, how crisp it sounds. It sounds amazing. I love that. That's what I like throughout the song is that, yeah, there's a few complicated measures in there, sure, but the parts that it's relatively straightforward, he still adds in enough flair to it, enough seasoning to it, to make it fun to listen to make it stand out just a little bit more. And besides that, the bass from Rutherford, man, it reminded me almost a little bit of Yes, and is it Squire? I don't think it's Squire. Some of y'all are gonna be mad. I can't remember everybody. I'm just learning about these bands, okay? It was Chris Squire. See, I know what I'm talking about. I just closed something. It kind of reminded me of Squire's playing in the sense that he plays very fast in a lot of sections here, but they're still very melodic. They're powerful without being overbearing or overdriven. It's just fast, punchy bass lines that are just coming at you left and right. But it's a great kicker into the album and into the rest of the song. The way that it just comes in. I love that.
As life again is now there.
This song is just great. I love the bass playing, obviously, like I said. I like the drumming. The song is 7 minutes and 20 seconds, and I like how the whole time it just moves you along like crazily. But it's not like one of my complaints where I've said like sometimes songs move on from section to section and there's no time to really enjoy that particular section. Because this song is helped by the flow of the song as a whole. You see, sometimes when I say that, I mean that the song even sounds disjointed. Some of the sections don't match. It just sounds like you're just moving from point A, point B, point C, point D, and you're not really putting those in a particular order. You're more like going B, D, C, A. You know, it doesn't sound right. Here, it's A, B, C, D. It's in the right order. It flows nicely. You got your alphabet all set, and they take you through all those stages, and it works. And you're still able to enjoy each one for a period of time before it moves on to the next one. Now, is that maybe my bias towards Genesis? Probably, because I like them. And so I might overlook a few more things. But who cares? That's why I'm not a professional reviewer. That's why I'm just some guy on the internet listening to some music.
Has life again destroyed life? Do they play elsewhere? Do they not?
See, yeah, I stopped it right there. But you can hear the shifting dynamics. You can hear how this song just moves along. This is, to me, a perfectly paced song. It's just perfect in the way that it moves. And even when it gets into sections like this, it makes sense in the way it does it. That sound is not out of nowhere. It's not one of those weird sounds that's like, ooh, where'd that come from? No, this was pretty much established in the beginning. And I liked how that beginning opened up because it sounded slightly like otherworldly. It sounded slightly like, not Medieval Castle, but like, I don't know. It reminded me of like old alien movies, like, you know, aliens from the 60s have landed in Roswell. And you'd have like the black and white commercials, the typical like 50s posters with like people screaming like, ah, and then it's like the space saucer and the light coming down. Like old sci-fi movie, right? Like late at night sci-fi movie. This is... You can practically hear the reporter or the announcer. When the aliens landed in the deserts. There used to be a city there. It's no longer there. What happened to it? Yeah, I just like the groove that Phil and Mike have that whole way through. They seem to complement each other very well. Yeah, great singing the whole way through. I really just like this song. I don't have much to say else about it besides that. Apparently this is also the album's only single. And I can kind of get that. It does sound like a single in parts. I see that the single is a 3 minute and 42 version. And I could see where they would slim down on a few things in there and kind of make it the version to be put on the radio. Or that's more listenable. Because it is a great song. Even if you take those things out, you can still edit it to make it radio friendly. While still maintaining the creativity that went into it. It was a Mellotron that was used in the intro. I guess that Mellotron was borrowed by King Crimson, so that's funny. I will not repeat the name of the said Mellotron. I like the lyrics and the story behind it. It says that the lyrics were written by Banks and Mike Rutherford during a sound check for a gig in Naples. While they were surveying the deserted landscape of the airfield where they were rehearsing, they wondered what an empty Earth would look like in this state if surveyed by an alien visitor. So I think that works before I even dive into the lyrics, because sound-wise, from the intro, from the Mellotron, and throughout the song, it has this bouncy, very slight comedic tone to it in the instruments and some of the sounds that they use, but never so far that it takes away musically from the song, just to try and do this alien theme. It never goes that far. It stays kind of right where it needs to be while giving a few hints towards that, without diving head first into it. Verse 1, Watcher of the skies, watcher of all, his is a world alone, no world is his own. He whom life can no longer surprise, raising his eyes beholds a planet unknown. I would imagine this planet to be Earth. Creatures shaped this planet's soil, now their reign has come to an end. Has life again destroyed life? Do they play elsewhere? Do they know more than their childhood games? Maybe the lizard shed its tail? This is the end of man's long union with Earth. I enjoy how the lyrics are pretty much like this alien that came to the Earth and is like, oh, there's no one here. It looks like something happened, some sort of catastrophe. I wonder what happened. First of all, in the alien's thinking to himself, or the narrator's talking about the alien, he whom life can no longer surprise. So he's not really surprised at anything, he's just kind of a casual observer to this. And then verse 2, I like how it says, now their reign has come to an end. Has life again destroyed life? Like this is a cycle that keeps happening. And it says, do they play elsewhere? Do they know more than their childhood games? Humanity hasn't even gotten to the point that they could be considered adults in their overall lifespan or civilization, whatever you want to call it. Even at that point, millions of years later, humans have been around for, years and years, and they're still considered children because of the little things that they're doing that inevitably led to their own destruction. I think that's hilarious. I really like the lyrics where it says, maybe the lizard shed its tail. This is the end of man's long union with Earth. The Earth would be the lizard itself, and the tail was just an appendage, a metaphor for people. The Earth got rid of people, the lizard got rid of its tail, so that the Earth could survive while people were kind of left behind. Because when you think about lizards, right, man's long union with Earth. The Earth and humans have a coexistence, right? Now, nowadays, got global warming and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's not quite going well, right? That union is not helping each other. So it's almost like how a lizard, as a self-defense mechanism, if it's getting bitten or something's attacking it, it would get rid of its tail so that the lizard could escape. It's almost like Earth. I don't know, Earth naturally self-retaliated or retaliated against people and mankind and got rid of them so that the Earth could survive another day. I think that's hilarious. And as I've always said, that's one thing I appreciate with Genesis is they can take a somewhat serious subject, inject a little comedy into it, make you laugh, make you think, but always enjoyable. Always enjoyable. So I would definitely listen to this song. I thought this was an absolutely Phenomenal opener for the album. This makes me like ready to dive into more. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do another one like next video. I don't know yet. Probably not. Don't count on it. I like to have a little variety and split things up. Gives me more time to like, prepare for supper's ready. That's going to be a video. Yeah, I liked it. I really enjoyed pretty much everything about it. I can't think of really anything that I didn't enjoy. I'll give it a second listen, as I always do. As I go through the album, I come back and listen to the songs that I've already done. But on first listen, I have nothing to nitpick at all about it. I enjoyed it. Of course, you guys can join me in the comments down below. Please let me know what you think of this song. Please let me know, besides Supper's Ready, what song on here takes your top place? What song are you looking forward to me doing? Which song do you think I'll like? Which song do you think I'll hate? Do you think I'll hate Supper's Ready? Who knows? I don't know. You guys can join me on Twitter. You guys can join me in the comments below and let me know what you thought of the song. You guys can share the video. Share this Eventual playlist. Share the Trick of the Tail playlist. If you enjoy that, you think someone else will. Share other videos. Just blast it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's our first step. It's a first step into Foxtrot. And we're just going to trot along. I was trying to think of a pun for that. I'm sorry. Guys, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great night. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.